Ah, come on!
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Haunt Ventures with Melissa and Jason. We're here at Trundle Manor in Pittsburgh, and we're gonna check out their house. So.
Welcome to Trundle Manor. How's everyone doing today?
Awesome.
Very good.
Thanks for inviting us into your home, Leah.
You are welcome. Now remember, this is a home. We do live here, so it is not probably the large scale that you are used to. But if you enter into our dining room, we can begin our tour. So, this is our dining room, and these are our absinthe bears. They are shit-faced off absinthe currently. We had to move the dining room table because they just were so pissed off that they didn't have their own table. Over here is my favorite thing in the house. It's the first thing that I ever cut up. His name is Cletus the cock, or Cletus the penis. He is a raccoon penis. And he was the first thing that I ever got to experience cutting up when I came here, and he's absolutely phenomenal. We have a dog heart, a couple more penises in there. We got a whole bunch of stuff.
Wow, look at these.
Those are our ray guns, and then 2 guns are actually real in there. 3 guns are real in there. There's a flare gun, and a gun, and another gun.
So, for those who attended HauntCon, you guys may have remembered Trundle Manor. They had the circus booth tent, which was all the cool stuff inside, like the catfish, right?
Fighting catfish.
Fighting catfish.
This is amazing.
Over here, this is Mr. Arm's social inhibitor mask that he made. He sometimes is very socially inept, and in order to deal with large crowds, he wears this mask, or when he drives around. It gives people kind of a fright when they see him in the limo and the mask, you know, but it's still pretty amazing. Half bird, half shark.
The fighting squirrel.
A fighting squirrel? I don't know. We have a lot of squirrels. Squirrels have sentimental value here.
We just got 2.
This guy right here was actually a pet that was donated to us by one of our friends, and she was like, you know, we want him to live forever and everything, and so you can do whatever you want with him. And so we skinned him and put him in there, and actually half of our fighting catfish is part of our friend's house pet. This is the Bindle Museum. It is the museum of the lost Bindle. Hobos tend to carry them on freight trains and things of that nature. There's a lot of bad voodoo with a few of them. This thing is pretty cool. We found this thing in the back of the woods in some hillbilly place. And it's actually a dental x-ray that was in use until the 1990s. And when we got it, it was leaking so much radiation, it was crazy. This is our medical cabinet below. And then this is, do you know what a quackery machine is? Back in the 19-teens, 20s, and 30s, they thought that electrocution solved everything because they were fucking crazy. And so that guy shoots out needles that you can put in designated areas of your body, and they would electrocute you with it to cure all different kinds of ailments. We only do it on Thursdays. So.
Makes sense.
And then, if you all want to come in here, I can show you one of the other coolest things. This is our human reliquaries table. These are all real parts of humans that have donated to us, like skins with tattoos, blood. We have teeth and stuff. Mr. Arm's first mustache. But right here is one of the coolest things in the house. It came from my aunt, and she's a belly dancer. So we say it came from the belly of a belly dancer. And it came to us in about the size of a fist, and it was frozen. And when we got it and we put it in our solution, it blossomed into a beautiful flower. And it's actually a Uterian tumor.
Oh, wow.
That's a tumor?
Yeah, it's a Uterian tumor. It came out of her uterus. It was benign, it was not cancerous. And I'm sure when the doctor heard her say, "Can we have this?" they were quite confused. But yes, this came out of my Aunt Olivia. And then, if you enter into our main room, this is the parlor.
Whoa.
This is where we live every day.
I wish my parlor was like this. See, we're kind of making our office like this, right?
Yes.
This is kind of like, we've got some taxidermy going on.
You can put
Not
the bag
close to
down
this.
on the chair if you want. Yeah, you don't have to carry that.
So where did this room start? Where did it start?
Well, the collection actually started with Mr. Arm when he was about 7 years old. Mr. Arm is my brother. And he just started collecting odd, bizarre, weird things. And the collection grew so much and blossomed over the years that about 2.5 years ago we decided to open it up to the public. So this is the room now. And we add things to it all the time, frequently. This little guy, Mr. Arm, got for his 23rd birthday. It's a mummified cat. And it came from under a porch here in Pittsburgh, which is really bizarre because the climate in Pittsburgh is really off and on, very wet, very, rainy, and we didn't understand it. And if you look at the bottom of his paws, there's a little pile of dust, and that grew and grew until about 2 years ago, and that was the last living remainder of the cat.
Wow.
Right above it, we have a devil Fiji. Every good collection has a Fiji.
What's this machine?
That is we call it our Crayon Machine. Let me see. I don't remember how to turn it on. It's been a while. Let's see if I can. Okay. Give it a minute and it'll start to smell like crayons. I believe it came from a dental place, and at the bottom of this jar when we got it, there was like saliva and weird stuff, and it's from the 20s. But it should start smelling like crayons, which will probably kill us in the end. We don't really know what that smell comes from. But, it is what it
He has
is.
a lot of pipes.
Yes, he is a tobacco smoker. He does not smoke cigarettes, only pipes. Yeah, here, put your face up to it and smell it. I dare you. See? Doesn't it smell like crayons? And Crayola crayon.
I can smell from here, yeah. So is this what is this guy?
That is Uncle Trundle. He's been with the house for a while, and he was originally a Halloween prop for a party. But I will tell you this story. The woman that lived in the giant Victorian house that is right next to us, she was a schizophrenic, and she used to run around the yard naked and in diapers and all the time. And we have giant Halloween parties that, people come from Canada and everywhere and come to. One year, before she had passed, she sat all night with Uncle Trundle and talked to him all night long. And so we could only imagine the stories that she was telling him, and we had decided to keep him around because he holds all of her secrets. So that was pretty cool. The other haunty kind of thing that's here is the guy that used to live here originally was a hoarder, and the house was covered in shit. Like, not human shit, but probably. But like a lot of paper and collectibles. Well, he wanted to kill himself so bad that he filled the house up with carbon monoxide, and not only that, he shot himself in the face just in case, the gunshot wound didn't kill him. He was guaranteed to die, and he died in Mr. Arm and Vouta von Minx's room before they had bought the house. And every now and then, we kind of feel him, or smell something that smells good, and as opposed to death, so we assume it's him. So...
Thanks for watching this episode of Haunt Ventures, guys. Stay tuned for a whole bunch more.
And if you guys want to find out more about Trundle Manor, check out the description below. We'll have all their contact information there.